What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. So anyone who knows me knows that I really value budgeting and think that it is a very important step in reaching your financial goals. And we've even looked at a number of budgeting platforms here on the channel like Mint, YNAB, and Personal Capital, just to name a few. But as someone who frequently talks about Dave Ramsey, I thought it was time that we talk about his very own budgeting platform, and that would be EveryDollar. So today, let's take a look at the features that the EveryDollar platform has to offer, talk about how it can help you reach your financial goals as quickly as possible, and of course, how it compares to the other budgeting platforms that we've reviewed in previous videos. If you do enjoy today's video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump right into it. So if you're familiar with other budgeting platforms, then you probably know that many of them have their guiding principle that is really the groundwork for the entire platform. For example, YNAB, or You Need a Budget, is built upon the idea that you should be living on last month's income, and EveryDollar is very similar. The idea here is giving every single dollar a purpose, hence the name EveryDollar. And I know keeping track of every single dollar might sound a little extreme to some of you, but if you are familiar at all with Dave Ramsey and the 7 baby steps that he teaches, then you know that keeping track of every dollar is almost a necessity with that system. So the EveryDollar platform is going to teach you to use what's called zero-based budgeting, which is essentially where you have nothing left over at the end of the month, but not in the way that you might think. What this means is instead of spending all of that extra money on overpriced Starbucks coffee and other crap that you definitely don't need, you're essentially going to be using what's called pay yourself first. This is where when you get your paycheck, before doing anything else, you set money aside in investments or savings before dividing up the rest of your monthly income into your monthly expenses. Paying yourself first is a pretty common budgeting platform and allows you to prioritize taking care of the most important thing for your financial health in the future, and that is saving and investing your paycheck before you go spending it on all of that stuff that you just don't need. I wish this was my quote, but remember, you don't want to be spending money you don't have to buy things you can't afford just to impress people that you don't actually like. So if that idea is clicking with you and sounds effective, then the EveryDollar platform might be the right one for you. So just like most other budgeting platforms, EveryDollar is going to allow you to sync all of your other bank accounts, credit cards, bank cards, and really import any and all transactions so that you can keep track of everything under one neat and tidy umbrella and track everything pretty easily. Now, there is a web-based platform that you can use on the desktop, but they also have a pretty great mobile platform as well, which makes it a great option for couples who might want to keep an eye on their budget and work towards financial goals together. So with the basic version of the EveryDollar platform, which is completely free to use, you're going to have access to all of those basic budgeting features that allow you to input all of your external accounts, credit cards, bank cards, and all of that other information so that you can keep track of all of your expenses and budget under one platform. That being said, with the free version of this software, you do have to manually input all of the transactions, which is kind of a bummer in my opinion, but if you aren't willing to shell out extra cash for a budgeting platform, then there are definitely other free options out there that are much better, like Mint, which will allow you to sync everything automatically together under one platform for absolutely free. Now, with that in mind, there is a paid version of EveryDollar called EveryDollar Plus that will automatically allow everything to be transferred and all of those transactions to be tracked together without you having to manually input anything. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering the big question, so I'll tell you right now, EveryDollar Plus is $99 per year currently, which breaks down to $8.25 per month. Now, if you're the kind of person to laugh at the idea of paying for a budgeting platform and think that that's absolutely ridiculous, then that is completely okay, and I understand where you're coming from. But keep in mind that that $8.25 per month is probably a small fraction of what you spend on other subscription services like Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and of course your overpriced Starbucks coffee every morning. So in my opinion, I don't see a problem with paying for a budgeting platform that is going to allow you to keep a close eye on your money and reach your financial goals as quickly as possible and ultimately save you a lot of money in the long run. Hulu, Netflix, and your Starbucks coffee might be nice, but they're not going to allow you to build healthy financial habits in the long term and save you money. So it's definitely worth that small fee if you ask me. You're also able to do a 15-day free trial of EveryDollar Plus, so you can try it out for 2 weeks and see if you like it and see value in it before committing to it for a full year. So once you connect all of your external bank accounts and cards and import all of those transactions, EveryDollar is going to split up your expenses into various automatically generated categories. Again, this is pretty normal, but one thing that I really love about the EveryDollar platform is it allows you to create your own custom budgeting categories, which is fantastic and allows you to create a more catered, customized budget to you and your lifestyle. lifestyle. I mean, sure, we all have those ground floor expenses like food, utilities, and housing, but depending on your hobbies and where you live, you might have some more specific categories, and the EveryDollar app allows you to create those specific categories and cater your budget towards you and your lifestyle. Overall, the EveryDollar mobile platform is very easy and intuitive, and honestly, I'd put it in a similar category to something like Mint if you are familiar with that popular budgeting platform. I know for me, being able to do everything right from my phone is also a huge advantage, but if you are the type to do things from a desktop computer, then that is totally fine, and remember, you are going to have that desktop-based platform as well with EveryDollar. But what I have found with this platform, and really budgeting platforms in general, is once you establish a consistent and healthy monthly budget, you're really going to develop patterns in your day-to-day life, and eventually you really won't need the budgeting platform itself as often as you used to. Now, I know that might sound a little weird since you're using a budgeting platform that allows you to eventually create habits that you won't need the budgeting platform, but isn't that the whole point of this in the long term? I mean, you want to create everyday real habits that you can make small changes in your daily life to have long-term impacts on your financial health in the future. Now, I will mention that establishing those good habits is much easier if you have a consistent income, meaning you get paid the same amount every 2 weeks or once a month or however often you get paid. So if you are like me and you have a variable income that is constantly fluctuating, then it can be very difficult to establish a consistent monthly budget. What I have found works really well for me in that situation is living off of my one consistent stream of income, which is my regular job, and using that to create my consistent monthly budget, and then that allows me to save 100% of all other streams of income that might be fluctuating month to month. This can also be a really great way to keep your lifestyle below your means and save a significant portion of your overall income, if that makes sense. So let's say you're making $5,000 per month from your regular job that is consistent and you get paid bi-weekly, and then you're making $4,000 per month from other side hustles or maybe other streams of income entirely, and maybe that fluctuates up and down every month. Well, by living on that $5,000 per month and using that to create your budget, you're able to be consistent and stay consistent with your budgeting habits, and you're going to save a significant portion of your overall income by saving 100% of all of those other sources of income. And this is going to set you up for a great financial future and ensure that you are not spending everything you have, but setting a significant portion of your overall income aside and living well below your means. Obviously, this is going to depend entirely on your situation and where you're at with your streams of income, but I did just want to share that because I know in my experience, it can be difficult to create that consistent monthly budget if your income is inconsistent. So at the end of the day, I really like the EveryDollar platform and the zero-based budgeting principle behind it. Now, truthfully, it is a huge bummer that you have to pay $99 per year in order to get everything to sync automatically, considering there are competitors out there who offer this for completely free. But I definitely don't see anything wrong with paying for a budgeting platform that is ultimately going to save you money in the long term. One last thing I do want to mention that I'm sure a lot of you are probably wondering is, should you get YNAB or You Need a Budget, which is a similar paid service that is currently $84 per year or $7 per month, or get EveryDollar, since these two platforms are two of the most popular options when it comes to paid budgeting services. Ultimately, it's going to be up to you and your needs, but personally, I prefer YNAB and the idea of living on last month's income, just because my income is constantly fluctuating and I don't have a whole lot of expenses currently. But if you have a consistent form of income and consistent expenses, then EveryDollar might be a better option for you. So overall, the EveryDollar platform is very, very simple and easy to use and is a fantastic place to get started if you are brand new to budgeting. Now, if you are brand new, but you're not looking to drop $100 a year on a budgeting platform, then you can always either try out the 15-day free trial or try a very simple method using an Excel spreadsheet or even something like the envelope method. This is where you put physical cash in an envelope for each respective spending category, and then once that money is gone, that's all you have, and that's a great way to keep yourself from spending too much in one particular category. And I know this might sound a little crude in the age of contactless credit card payments and all of that good stuff, but this is a proven, tried and true method that a lot of people have used for a very long time. Now, if you're looking for a more comprehensive and higher level budgeting platform, then I would definitely also check out Personal Capital, which is also a free service and does have a paid version as well. And this is going to dabble more in the investing side of your monthly budget, which again is really important if you want to build long-term wealth. So let me know what you think of the EveryDollar platform down in the comment section below, and what your favorite budgeting platform is that you use to manage your income and expenses. As always, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who you think could enjoy this video as well. And of course, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.